The vast darkness of space stretched endlessly, dotted with distant stars like scattered diamonds. One small human starship floated silently, seemingly alone. Its metal hull reflected faint starlight, giving the impression of fragility. Far away, sensors on alien ships blinked rapidly. The alien fleet was immense, tall, insect-like beings, their eyes glowing faintly red, their massive ships bristling with weapons. They saw the human ship as an easy target. "This one?" asked the alien commander, his voice low and harsh, almost like a growl. "Yes," replied a subordinate, scanning the readings. "No other ships nearby, easy prey." Inside the human Starship, the bridge was calm, almost eerily so. Humans in simple uniforms moved with quiet precision. Their leader, standing by the main console, did not panic. "They've taken the bait," he said, barely above a whisper. A young crew member glanced nervously at the monitors. "Sir, they're approaching fast. Should we prepare weapons?" The leader shook his head slowly. "Not yet. Let them think we are weak." His eyes remained fixed on the approaching alien fleet. The alien ships drew closer, their weapons glowing as they aligned for attack. Their confidence was clear in every movement. They had seen small human ships before, and their arrogance was their strength. They believed in numbers and firepower, while humans often relied on skill and cunning, something the aliens did not fully understand. On the human bridge, the leader tapped a sequence on the control panel. "Activate the decoy signal," he ordered. A faint pulse of light blinked from the ship, almost invisible but strong enough to draw attention. The humans held their breath as the alien fleet sensors picked it up. "What is that?" "An alien," Commander hissed. "It wasn't here before." "It's weak," another replied, "but intriguing. We will get closer to investigate." The human crew watched silently, their calm hiding excitement. Every movement, every beep of the consoles, carried purpose. They were ready for what was coming. Suddenly, a large alien ship broke formation. "Something feels wrong," it said. "The signal, it's drawing us." "Relax," the commander responded. "This is easy. They cannot hide from us." "Close in." The human leader leaned back, eyes sharp. "They're faster than expected. Good. Everything is going according to plan." As the aliens approached, the humans prepared their first move. Tiny thrusters adjusted the ship's angle, almost imperceptibly. Outside, space seemed still, but tension hung like a thick fog. Every moment stretched as if time itself were holding its breath. "Shields at full," whispered a human technician. "All weapons offline for now," the leader nodded. "Let them think we are defenseless. Wait for the right moment." On the alien bridge, the fleet commander's antennas twitched nervously. "The humans, they are too calm. This is unusual. Are we missing something?" "No," another said, snapping its mandibles. "We are superior. Attack now." The aliens fired their first salvo. Bright beams of energy tore through the darkness, moving toward the small human ship. But the beams passed through empty space, hitting nothing. The human ship shifted, dodging silently, almost like a shadow slipping away. The crew held their positions, not a single voice above a whisper. "They're falling for it," said the leader. "Good. Stay steady." Outside, the alien fleet began to split, some ships circling around the human vessel, trying to anticipate its movement. The human ship adjusted course again, guiding them toward the trap. A cluster of asteroids loomed ahead, dark and silent. Hidden among them was the rest of the human fleet, cloaked and waiting. On the alien bridge, the commander sensed danger. "We are being led. Prepare for evasive maneuvers." But it was too late. The aliens were already inside the trap's perimeter. They did not see the hidden ships lying in wait, ready to strike. The human leader's eyes glinted with determination. "Now," he whispered. The tension exploded. The human ship activated a faint energy pulse, alerting the hidden fleet. In perfect synchronization, they uncloaked, massive ships appearing from behind asteroids, surrounding the alien fleet. The aliens froze, their confidence shattered in an instant. "What is this?" screamed one alien, its voice rising in panic. "Humans, hiding everywhere." Another cried, firing blindly into the darkness. On the human bridge, the leader stayed calm. "We are not alone," he said, almost with a smile. "They never thought we would be ready." The alien commander's eyes glowed brighter, anger and fear mixing in the glow. "Retreat! Fall back!" But human ships moved quickly, positioning themselves to control the battlefield. Every move had been calculated. The aliens had underestimated the humans' cunning, mistaking apparent weakness for true vulnerability. Outside, in the cold silence of space, flashes of energy lit the darkness. The alien fleet scrambled, but the humans maintained perfect coordination. One by one, the alien ships found themselves trapped, corralled into narrow spaces where human firepower could reach them without risk. The leader spoke softly, almost to himself. "This is only the beginning." Back on the alien bridge, despair spread. "They tricked us," muttered the fleet commander. "We were fools to attack a single ship. All of it a trap." On the human bridge, a young crew member looked up. "Sir, are we safe now?" "For now," the leader said, turning to the crew. "But we must remain alert. They will recover, and they will come again. That is why we fight smart, not just strong, remember that." Outside, space was still and quiet again, but tension remained. The alien fleet was defeated for the moment, but the humans knew this victory was only temporary. Strategy, patience, and clever planning had won the day. And as they drifted silently among the stars, a new sense of confidence settled over the crew. "We survived," whispered the technician, eyes wide with awe. "Not just survived," the leader said, staring into the endless darkness. "We showed them humans are never as weak as they appear." And somewhere in the far reaches of space, the alien fleet regrouped, angered and wary. They had underestimated humanity, and that mistake would haunt them. The alien fleet had scattered, retreating slowly into the dark emptiness of space. Their ships flickered faintly as they tried to repair damaged systems, and the air inside their command vessels was thick with panic. They were everywhere, hissed one officer, mandibles clacking in frustration. How did they hide so many ships? The alien commander's glowing eyes narrowed. It was a trap. They lured us in with a single ship, and we fell for it. His voice was low but dangerous. Trembling with anger, we underestimated them, and that cost us. Meanwhile, the human fleet regrouped behind a field of asteroids. The small starship that had served as bait hovered in the center, looking no different than before, but now it carried a quiet triumph. "They're retreating," said a young human technician, her hands flying over the console. "But they'll come back stronger," the leader nodded. "Yes, that is why we prepare. They think they saw everything, but they did not see the real plan." Another crew member looked worried. "Sir, should we pursue them? Finish the fight now?" The leader shook his head. "No, patience is our advantage. We don't need to chase them blindly. Let them believe they escaped. They will underestimate us again." Outside, the alien fleet moved slowly, still unaware of the hidden human forces nearby. Their ships bore scratches and burn marks from the earlier attack, but the aliens were regrouping. "They are clever," muttered one officer, "but they cannot hold forever. We will strike again." Back on the human ship, the crew prepared. Defensive maneuvers. Small drones were deployed to monitor the alien fleet from hidden positions. Sensors scanned every sector, mapping potential ambush points and escape routes. "They won't see us," whispered the technician, watching the readings. "We're ghosts in the dark." The leader's gaze remained steady on the monitors. "Good. Let them think they control the battlefield. That is when they are most dangerous to themselves. Hours passed in tense silence. The aliens communicated through fast, clicking signals, trying to coordinate a strategy to counter humans they still did not fully understand. Every plan they attempted failed in small ways, and frustration mounted. On the human bridge, the crew spoke quietly, coordinating moves. "Deploy the decoy drones to the left," said the leader. "Make them think we are retreating. Keep the main fleet cloaked." The alien commander noticed the faint movements on sensors and growled. "They are moving again." "What are they doing? Do they follow us?" "They could be retreating," an officer suggested, though uncertainty colored the voice, "or setting another trap." "Impossible," the commander said sharply. "They would not risk it." The human leader smiled slightly. "They always assume we are reckless. That is their mistake." As night passed in the cold void of space, the aliens slowly approached a narrow asteroid belt, believing it to be a safe corridor. The human fleet moved silently into positions along hidden paths, taking advantage of every shadow and rock. "They are walking into it," whispered a crew member. "I can't believe they don't see us." "Good," replied the leader. "Keep calm. Wait for the right moment." Suddenly, one alien ship detected a faint signal coming from the asteroid field. "Sensors! There is something here." "Check." "Again," snapped the commander, fear creeping into his voice. "This cannot be. They are only a small ship." The human leader watched quietly. "They are panicking. That is perfect." A tense silence fell as the aliens debated their next move. One officer suggested splitting the fleet to scout the area, but the commander hesitated, sensing danger. His instincts screamed that this might be another human trick. "Divide the fleet," he finally ordered. "We will move cautiously." The humans held their positions, waiting as the alien ships crept forward. Every second stretched like an eternity. Then, with a single command, the leader initiated the next phase of their plan. A synchronized pulse of light shot from hidden ships, activating cloaked drones to the aliens' rear. What is happening?" shrieked one alien. Their sensors showed sudden activity, and panic surged through the ranks. "They're everywhere." Another cried. "We cannot escape." The human leader gave calm orders. "Focus on them. Keep formation. Remember, we control the battlefield." Alien ships tried to fire, but the humans' traps were precise. Mines hidden along asteroid paths activated, creating barriers that forced the aliens into tight spaces. Drones appeared from the shadows, disabling engines without destroying the ships. "This is impossible," yelled the alien commander. "We cannot fight like this." On the human bridge, the crew remained steady, voices low but confident. "Hold fire until I say," the leader said. "Let them exhaust themselves." Hours of careful maneuvering followed. The aliens' confusion grew. Every move they made seemed to bring them deeper into human control. Every retreat led to another trap. Every attack was countered cleverly. Finally, the leader spoke softly, almost to himself. "It is time." The human fleet activated their main sensors, revealing themselves fully to the trapped aliens. Bright beams of energy lit up the darkness as the humans took control of the battlefield. Alien ships scrambled in panic, unable to escape the strategic positioning. "Surround them," commanded the leader. "Do not let any escape." The aliens realized too late that they had been guided into a perfect trap. Their fleet, once confident and massive, was now chaotic and contained. One alien officer shouted in despair, "We underestimated them. We were fools." The human technician glanced at the leader, eyes wide. "Sir, they're trapped completely. No chance to fight back?" "Not yet," said the leader. "We let them struggle. They must understand the cost of underestimating humanity. This is not just victory. It is a lesson. The alien commander's ship glowed red, engines struggling as humans tightened their control. Fear spread through the remaining fleet. They realized this was not a battle of strength alone. Strategy, patience, and clever thinking had beaten them at every turn. The human leader looked at the crew with quiet pride. "Remember this feeling," he said. "They may return, but they will never catch us unprepared again." Today, we showed them that a single ship is never weak when it is part of a greater plan. Outside, the stars continued to twinkle coldly, indifferent to the struggles below. The alien fleet, battered and shaken, began a slow retreat, nursing injuries but alive. The humans watched silently, knowing the fight was far from over. "We survived," whispered the young technician. "No," replied the leader, eyes fixed on the dark horizon. "We outsmarted them. And next time they will fear us more than ever." The dark emptiness of space felt different now. The human fleet moved quietly, careful not to alert the alien fleet that still lingered nearby, battered but alive. The small human ship that had served as bait hovered in front, seemingly harmless. But inside, tension was high. Every crew member knew that the aliens were not finished. "They're still out there," whispered a young technician, eyes glued to the sensors. "I can feel it. They're watching." The leader nodded, his expression calm but firm. "Good. Let them watch. Curiosity is dangerous for them. They think they survived, but they are still trapped in our plan." A sudden alert made everyone tense. "Multiple signatures approaching from the left," the technician reported. "Unknown ships, could be reinforcements." The leader's eyes narrowed. "Prepare all shields, weapons on standby. Do not fire unless I say." On the alien side, the fleet commander was furious. "We cannot allow them to corner us. Find them. Find every hidden ship." His voice cracked with anger, his glowing eyes scanning the dark void. "They are hiding," one officer replied. "Sensors show nothing. How can they vanish?" "They must be lying," the commander snapped. "We were tricked once, never again." Back on the human ship, the crew moved with quiet precision. "Deploy the decoy drones," the leader ordered. "Make them think we are weaker than we are. Let them chase shadows." "Yes, sir," replied a technician, sending drones out in small swarms. They glowed faintly, appearing like miniature ships to alien sensors. "False targets detected," one alien officer shouted. "They're retreating. We can strike now." The commander hesitated. "No, wait, they are too calm. This still feels wrong." The human leader smiled faintly. "Exactly as planned," he whispered. "Let them think they are in control." Suddenly, one of the alien ships veered dangerously close to a cluster of asteroids. "Sensors are acting weird," shouted the officer. "There's something here. Check again." The commander barked, panic rising. "There's nothing. Keep moving." But the human fleet was already in position. Cloaked ships moved silently between asteroids, ready to surround the approaching aliens. The small human ship remained in front, acting as bait, guiding them directly into the trap. "They are walking into it," the leader said calmly. "Hold steady. Wait for the right moment." The aliens continued their advance, unaware of the human ships waiting in hiding. Their confidence began to falter as drones created false signals, showing movement where there was none. Alien sensors buzzed with confusing readings. "This is madness," muttered one officer. "They are everywhere. How can one ship do this?" "Patience," said the commander, though fear crept into his voice. "We must find the real fleet and destroy it." The human leader leaned forward, eyes scanning every monitor. "They'll act soon," he whispered. "Just a little more." Suddenly, a bright flash erupted from hidden drones, illuminating the edges of the asteroid field. Alien ships tried to dodge, but the energy beams from human ships blocked escape. Routes. The aliens were forced into narrow corridors where their size became a disadvantage. "What is this?" shouted the commander, teeth chattering. "Trapped! We are trapped!" On the human bridge, a crew member's hands shook with excitement. "Sir, they're completely contained. This is perfect." "Stay calm," said the leader. "Do not underestimate them. Focus." The aliens fired desperately, beams crossing the empty void, striking only asteroids and space debris. The humans moved with precision, adjusting positions to counter every attack. Cloaked ships emerged momentarily to block alien maneuvers, then vanished again. "They are ghosts," one alien officer muttered in disbelief. "Impossible. How do they move like this?" The human leader's voice was quiet but firm. "We are stronger together." Strategy wins where force alone fails. Hours passed with tense maneuvering. The aliens tried to regroup, but every move seemed predicted. Every retreat led deeper into human control. The hidden fleet struck in coordinated bursts, disabling engines and shields on several alien ships without destroying them. The humans were teaching the aliens a lesson. Arrogance and overconfidence could be fatal. "Why can't we escape?" hissed the alien commander. "We are powerful. We should break free." "You are blinded by pride," replied the human leader, watching the chaos unfold. "Your power means nothing if you cannot think." Finally, the leader gave the order. "Activate full visibility. Fire in sequence. Take control." The human fleet revealed themselves fully, beams of energy crossing the darkness, lighting up the battlefield. The aliens panicked, scrambling to avoid attacks from all directions. One by one, their ships were disabled or forced into tight formations where humans had the upper hand. "Hold fire," the leader said softly. "Let them struggle. Let them understand the cost of underestimating us." The aliens' glowing eyes widened in terror. We are being destroyed." "Without destruction," one officer shouted on the human bridge. Crew members exchanged quiet smiles. "They will remember this," said the technician. "They will," the leader replied. "And they will fear us more next time." The alien fleet's commander growled in frustration. "We cannot defeat them, not like this. We must retreat. Regroup, plan again." "Yes, Commander," one officer said reluctantly. "But we cannot deny it. They are clever, far too clever." The humans allowed the aliens to retreat slowly, letting them escape enough to live, but ensuring the message was clear. Strategy and patience had outmatched raw strength. The young technician looked up, eyes wide. "Sir, it worked perfectly." "They are running." "Not running," the leader corrected. "They are learning, and that knowledge will haunt them." Outside, the stars remained indifferent, cold and distant. But the human fleet moved with purpose, ready for whatever came next. The aliens had survived, but they were changed forever. The humans had shown that even a single ship, part of a clever plan, could control the battlefield and teach the universe a lesson about underestimation. "We've done well," said the leader quietly, "but this is only the beginning. We must prepare for their next move. They will return." The crew nodded, eyes fixed on the dark horizon. Tension lingered, but so did confidence. Humans had proven that cunning, patience, and teamwork could overcome overwhelming odds. And somewhere far away, the alien fleet regrouped, whispering threats and planning revenge. They had underestimated humanity once, and it had cost them dearly. The silence of space was broken by the faint hum of engines. The human fleet, once hidden among the asteroids, moved in perfect formation. Every ship remained cloaked, invisible to alien sensors, as they positioned themselves around the scattered enemy fleet. The small human ship that had acted as bait hovered calmly in front, its crew tense but ready. "They think they survived," whispered a young technician, scanning the monitors. "They don't see us at all." The leader's eyes narrowed. "Exactly. Let them grow overconfident. That is when they are most vulnerable." On the alien side, the fleet was still in disarray. Damaged ships drifted slowly, engines sparking. As their commander barked orders, "Repair units now. We cannot stay like this. Find the humans hiding in this field. They are here somewhere. They are ghosts." An officer replied, antennae twitching nervously. "We see nothing, but our readings say otherwise. They are everywhere." The human leader smiled faintly. "They are panicking. Good. That makes them predictable, sir." "They're trying to regroup," said a technician. "Multiple ships are moving toward the central asteroid cluster. If we wait too long, they may escape." "Patience," the leader said. "Wait for my signal. The trap must be perfect." Hours passed in tense silence. Alien ships crept through the asteroids, searching desperately. Their sensors picked up faint blips, decoy drones that the humans had released earlier. Every false signal drew the aliens deeper into the prepared zones. "They are walking into it," whispered another crew member. "I can't believe they don't see the traps." "Let them continue," the leader said softly. "We control everything. Every move, every thought, every panic." Suddenly, one alien scout ship triggered a hidden sensor. "Warning! Energy signature detected. They are everywhere." The commander's eyes glowed brighter. "Impossible. We are surrounded? How?" On the human bridge, the leader calmly pressed a few keys. "Initiate Phase 2, he said. Outside, the cloaked human ships emerged from behind asteroids, surrounding the alien fleet from all directions. Bright energy beams lit up the darkness as the humans established control. Alien ships tried to fire, but every beam was intercepted by human shields. Drones disabled engines, and small missiles blocked escape routes. This cannot be," shouted the alien commander. "How did they do this? They were only a small fleet before." "They were clever," said a human technician quietly. "We underestimated nothing." The alien fleet scrambled, attempting to break formation. One ship tried to retreat toward the void, but another human ship appeared from the shadows, cutting off its path. Another attempted to flank the human fleet, only to run into hidden turrets along asteroid edges. Chaos erupted among the aliens. "They are ghosts," one alien officer shouted. "They vanish and strike from everywhere." "Keep calm," said the human leader. "Focus. Precision wins this fight, not panic." The alien commander's voice rose in frustration. "Form a line, surround them, destroy that bait ship first." The human leader's eyes narrowed. "Do not attack until I give the order," he whispered to his crew. "They will destroy themselves if we are patient." The aliens continued their attacks blindly, firing into spaces where humans were never present. Every attempt to escape pushed them deeper into the trap. Mines hidden along asteroid surfaces activated, forcing alien ships into tighter and tighter corridors. Cloaked human ships emerged briefly, striking and disappearing before the aliens could respond. "This is overwhelming," muttered an alien officer. "We cannot see them. We cannot predict them. Every move we make fails." The leader watched silently, letting the aliens exhaust themselves. "Soon," he said, "we will strike in full force." As the alien fleet tightened, in the trap, human ships moved into position. Every vessel had a specific role. Some blocked exits. Others disabled engines, while the bait ship drew attention to the central zone. Sensors tracked every alien ship's movement, predicting their panic-driven maneuvers. "Sir, they're moving into the central trap zone now," said the technician, eyes wide. "Perfect," the leader replied. "All ships, prepare to reveal. Fire in sequence, synchronized perfectly, no mistakes." A sudden burst of light erupted as the hidden human ships uncloaked simultaneously. Energy beams lanced through the darkness, striking the alien fleet precisely. Engines failed, shields collapsed, and ships were immobilized in perfect formation. "Fall back! Retreat!" The alien commander screamed. "We cannot fight like this." We are surrounded on all sides. Focus on containment, said the leader. Calmly, do not destroy them yet. Let them learn the cost of arrogance. The aliens fired blindly, striking asteroids and debris, but causing little damage to the coordinated human fleet. Every attack only reinforced the humans' control. Cloaked ships moved between enemy vessels, disabling systems with precision strikes. Panic spread like wildfire through the alien ranks. They underestimated us, whispered the technician. Completely underestimated humans. The leader nodded, eyes fixed on the battlefield. They still do, but not for long. Hours passed with careful maneuvers. The alien fleet was trapped completely, unable to escape or regroup. One by one, their engines were neutralized, weapons disabled, and shields drained. The humans had taken control without destroying a single ship unnecessarily, proving that strategy was stronger than brute force. The alien commander's glowing eyes narrowed. We were fools. They planned this from the start. They are stronger than we imagined. The human leader's lips curved into a small smile. Let them see the cost of underestimating humanity, he whispered. Finally, the human fleet consolidated, forming a strong line of dominance around the alien ships. The aliens could no longer maneuver freely. Every escape route had been blocked, every weapon neutralized. They were caught, controlled, and completely at the mercy of the human strategy. Sir. It's over, said the young technician, awe in her voice. No, said the leader, eyes still scanning the alien fleet. It is only the beginning. They will survive this, but they will never underestimate us again. That is the real victory. The stars shone cold and distant, indifferent to the struggle below. But the humans had proven themselves. Their cleverness, patience, and precision had turned the tide, showing that even in the darkest void of space, strategy and teamwork could conquer overwhelming odds. And somewhere, in the far reaches of space, the alien fleet regrouped, shaken and terrified. They had faced humanity's hidden power once, and they knew it'd only get worse next time. Space was alive with tension. The alien fleet, trapped in the human web, struggled desperately against invisible forces. Engines sputtered, shields flickered, and panic spread like wildfire through their ranks. From outside, it looked like a perfectly choreographed attack, but inside the human fleet, calm precision guided every move. They are panicking, whispered a young technician, eyes glued to the monitors. Their formation is collapsing. Good, said the leader, his gaze steady. Chaos works for us, not against us. Let them break themselves apart. One alien ship tried to power its engines to escape the tight corridor of the trap. Sparks flew, alarms blared, and the ship collided with a floating asteroid. What is happening? Screamed an officer, antennae twitching frantically. We cannot move. Our systems are failing. They underestimated us, muttered another alien. How can a single fleet control all of this? The human leader leaned over the console. They still think strength wins battles, he said quietly. It doesn't. Strategy wins, sir. Several of their ships are attempting to attack at once, said the technician. They are firing blindly into the trap, but they keep hitting each other or empty space. Exactly as planned, the leader said, tapping a sequence on the control panel. Let them exhaust themselves. Every misfire weakens them further. The alien commander's voice was sharp and desperate. Form a line, focus fire. Stop their advance. It is too late, one officer muttered. We are surrounded from all sides. The humans moved like shadows, striking at just the right moment. Cloaked ships emerged from behind asteroids, disabling engines and cutting off exits. Small drones attached to alien ships, draining power and disrupting systems. Every move the aliens made seemed anticipated. They are ghosts, shouted one alien officer. They appear, then vanish. How do they do this? Calm, said the leader softly. Focus, precision wins, not panic. The aliens continued to fire wildly, but each shot only strengthened the humans' control. One alien ship tried to ram a human vessel, hoping to cause damage, but it collided with a hidden drone, which detonated harmlessly yet disabled its engines. Another alien attempted to retreat through a narrow asteroid path, only to be blocked by a cloaked human ship appearing at the perfect angle. "Sir, their flagship is trying to break free," said the technician, voice trembling slightly. "Hold fire," the leader said calmly. "Let them struggle. That is the lesson. They must understand the cost of underestimating humans." The aliens' glowing eyes widened in terror as their ships became trapped tighter and tighter. Engines failed, shields flickered, and panic erupted across the fleet. Their movements became desperate and reckless, and every miscalculation brought them closer to complete control. "This cannot be," screamed the alien commander. "Our numbers, our strength, it means nothing. They are everywhere at once." "They will learn," the leader said quietly. "We do not destroy. We control. That is our strength." The human fleet struck in waves. Cloaked ships fired bursts of energy that disabled weapon systems without destroying hulls. Mines hidden along asteroids forced alien ships into narrow corridors. Every action was precise, every attack deliberate. "They are being destroyed without real destruction," whispered a crew member in awe. "It's brilliant." "Do not be impressed," the leader said, voice low. "Be aware. This is how wars are won, not by brute force, but by thinking ahead." Hours passed. Alien ships floundered, their formations broken, their morale shattered. Explosions lit the darkness as systems failed, collisions occurred, and panic ruled. The humans remained steady, executing their plan with absolute focus. "Sir, the flagship is disabled," the technician said finally, relief and excitement mixing in her voice. "They cannot move." "Good," said the leader. "Now we consolidate. Surround the remaining ships. Control them completely." The aliens shouted orders, but confusion ruled. They tried to fire, but each shot was countered or deflected. Cloaked ships moved in unseen, striking at engines and shields. Drones disrupted communication between ships. Their fleet was no longer a threat. They were puppets caught in the humans' design. "Sir, they are surrendering," the technician sighed, disbelief in her voice. They know they cannot escape." The leader shook his head slightly. "Not surrendering. Learning. That is the point. They understand now. Overconfidence is dangerous." Outside, the stars were silent, observers to the chaos. The alien fleet, once proud and massive, now drifted helplessly, trapped in corridors of asteroids and human strategy. Their glowing eyes reflected fear, awe, and understanding all at once. They underestimated humans. One alien officer whispered, barely audible, "We were fools." "Not fools entirely," said the commander quietly. "They were smarter, far smarter than we thought." The human leader watched the fleet calmly. "We do not destroy unnecessarily. We teach, we control. This is victory," he said softly. "They will carry this lesson wherever they go." A young technician, still staring at the screens, asked nervously, "Sir, what if they come back stronger?" "Then we will be ready," the leader replied. "We will always be ready. Strategy is our strength, and patience is our weapon." The alien commander glared across the void at the humans he could not see. "Next time, we will not make the same mistake," he said, voice low but filled with promise. The humans allowed the alien fleet to drift away slowly, leaving them alive but broken. The lesson had been delivered. Intelligence, strategy, and unity outweighed raw power. The stars above continued to shine coldly, but the human fleet moved with purpose, victorious yet alert. "Sir, it's finally over," whispered the technician. a hint of exhaustion in her voice. "No," said the leader quietly, eyes scanning the distant horizon. "It is never over. We have won today, but the galaxy is vast. This is only the beginning. Remember that." And far away, the alien fleet. Regrouped, shaken, and humiliated. They had faced humans' cunning once and they would never forget it. The cold stars sparkled like distant diamonds as the human fleet drifted silently near a dense asteroid field. The alien fleet, battered and humiliated from previous encounters, had retreated, nursing damage and wounded pride. The humans, however, were far from finished. Inside the small command ship, tension ran high despite their calm exterior. Every crew member knew the final phase of their plan was approaching. "Sir, sensors detect unusual readings near the outer rim," whispered a technician, pointing at the monitor. "Energy spikes, stronger than before." "Could it be reinforcements?" The leader shook his head slowly. "Not reinforcements. Something else. Something they did not expect. This is the moment we end it." Outside, the alien fleet drifted in. Confusion. They had tried to regroup, repair damaged ships, and plot revenge, but their confidence had been shattered. Their commander's glowing eyes scanned the void nervously. "They are not just clever," he said, voice low and sharp. "They are dangerous. We underestimated humans, and we paid dearly." Back on the human bridge, the leader tapped a sequence on the control panel. "Activate the hidden array," he ordered. A low hum began, almost imperceptible, vibrating. Through space, hidden behind the largest asteroids, a fleet of cloaked human ships started to shift into new positions. These ships were not visible on alien sensors and carried advanced weapons, capable of disabling entire fleets without direct confrontation. "Sir, this will be risky," said the technician. "We have never tested the array in live combat before." "We don't need to test it," the leader replied calmly. "We only need to use it once and correctly. Timing is everything." The alien commander's frustration was growing. "We must find them. They are hiding somewhere." "They are ghosts," muttered one officer. "Everywhere and nowhere." The human fleet's small bait ship hovered in front, acting as if vulnerable. The aliens saw it and immediately focused their attention on it, unaware of the hidden ships waiting behind asteroids. "They think it's just a single ship," whispered the technician. "They don't know the real trap." "Exactly," said the leader. "Let them overcommit. Let them make mistakes." The alien fleet surged forward, eager to destroy what they perceived as the lone human vessel. Weapons charged, beams fired. But each strike passed harmlessly through empty space, dodged easily by the bait ship. The humans guided the aliens deeper into the central trap, where every asteroid and hidden ship was positioned perfectly. "Sir, they're following the bait," the technician said, eyes wide. "Good. Hold steady," the leader replied. "Wait for the exact moment." The alien's glowing eyes reflected arrogance and fear. "This is the last of them," the commander hissed. "We will destroy this one ship and end it." Unseen by the aliens, the hidden array began to hum. Louder. Cloaked ships moved into precise positions around the central zone. Energy lines snaked across the void, linking the hidden fleet into a single invisible net. Every alien ship moving within range would trigger the system. "They will never see it coming," the technician whispered. The bait ship veered slightly, drawing the aliens directly into the trap. Sensors indicated every alien ship was now within range of the hidden array. The leader took a deep breath. "Now," he said softly. A brilliant wave of energy erupted from the hidden ships, invisible to alien sensors until it struck. Alien engines failed instantly, weapons short-circuited, and shields collapsed across the fleet. Ships floated helplessly, trapped in a perfect web of control. Panic erupted immediately. What is this?" The alien commander screamed. "Our systems, failing, everywhere. They underestimated humans again, muttered one officer, fear clear in its voice. How can a small fleet control? US all? The human leader watched calmly. This is why planning matters, he said softly. Strength alone does not win battles. The alien fleet tried to flee, but every exit had been anticipated. Cloaked ships moved into position, blocking escape routes. Energy pulses from the hidden array disabled engines systematically. Alien weapons fired blindly, striking asteroids or empty space. Chaos ruled, and fear consumed the fleet. Sir, it's complete, said the technician, almost in disbelief. They are all trapped. Nothing can move, the leader nodded. Now, we teach them the final lesson. Do not destroy unless necessary. Make them understand what happens when arrogance meets strategy. The alien commander's glowing eyes narrowed in terror. We cannot escape. We are caught by humans. Of all things, focus, the leader whispered. Control is more powerful than destruction. Hours passed. Every alien ship was immobilized. Every attempt to communicate or fire. Weapons failed. The humans had full dominance, yet no unnecessary destruction occurred. This demonstration of control was more powerful than any battle. They had outsmarted the aliens completely. Finally, the leader spoke quietly to his crew. Let them see that power is not in fire alone. They will remember this lesson. The Yumi technician leaned back, awe in her voice. They'll never underestimate humans again. Good, the leader said. But remember, we must always be ready. Strategy wins only when we're vigilant. The galaxy is vast, and threats will come again. The alien commander glared at the humans he could not see. Next time we will not be fooled, he hissed. We will strike back with everything we have. The human fleet remained calm, observing the trapped alien ships. Victory had been achieved not through sheer force, but through patience, planning, and intelligence. The lesson was clear. Humans were not weak, and no enemy could underestimate them without consequence. Outside, the stars shone coldly, indifferent, yet the humans drifted with quiet pride. They had proven that a single ship, part of a smart plan, could control even the most powerful fleet. And far away, the aliens regrouped, shaken, humbled, and already plotting revenge. Sir, what now? Asked the young technician, voice low. Now, said the leader quietly, eyes scanning the void. We prepare for whatever comes next. And next time, they will know humans are never as weak as they appear. The stars were cold and distant as the human fleet hovered near the edge of a massive asteroid belt. The alien fleet, still trapped in the hidden web, had not moved for hours, their systems paralyzed by the humans' invisible control. Silence dominated the void, broken only by the quiet hum of engines and sensors on the human ships. Sir, they're still alive, whispered a young technician, eyes scanning the immobilized alien fleet. They could try something. Desperate, the leader nodded. Let them. Desperation makes mistakes. That is how we end this. Inside the largest alien ship, the commander glared through cracked observation ports. We cannot escape. We are trapped by ghosts. His mandibles clicked with frustration. We underestimated humans. Again, but they will pay. Commander, one officer said hesitantly, antennae twitching. We could attempt to overload the human array. If we synchronize a full energy discharge, we might free ourselves. The commander's eyes glowed with anger. Do it. We cannot remain caged forever. Back on the human bridge, the leader's eyes flicked over the sensors. They're planning something, he said calmly. Prepare for any sudden surge, but do not act hastily. Let them commit first. Minutes passed in tense silence. Then, a faint vibration ran through the void. Alien ships began to channel energy toward the hidden array, sending bursts that would, if uncontrolled, damage everything nearby. Sir, they're overloading. shouted the technician. "It could backfire, damage us too." "Steady," the leader said. "This is why we anticipated it." He pressed a few keys. Cloaked ships adjusted positions, creating protective barriers. Around the human fleet, energy absorbers powered up, drawing the alien discharge away and redirecting it harmlessly into empty space. The alien commander hissed, furious. "Impossible! How are they stopping us?" "They predicted this," muttered an officer. "They planned for every move," the human leader smiled faintly. "Exactly. Patience and foresight win battles." The aliens attempted another tactic. Small fighter ships broke away from the main fleet, attempting a suicide run to destroy the bait. Ship at the front. Beams flared, engines screamed, and the human crew braced for impact. "Sir, they're heading straight for the bait." The technician yelled. "Let them," said the leader calmly. "Our defenses are ready. They will not succeed." The alien fighters struck, but hidden turrets and drones disabled them instantly. One by one, engines failed, weapons jammed, and the ships floated harmlessly into the asteroid field. The aliens' desperation grew. Panic spread like wildfire through their ranks. "They cannot break through," shouted one alien officer. "We are trapped. Every move fails. Do you see now?" The leader said quietly. "Strategy and intelligence outweigh numbers. Strength is meaningless if it cannot think ahead." The human fleet moved in a precise wave, surrounding the alien ships completely. Cloaked vessels revealed themselves in perfect timing, disabling engines and shields simultaneously. The aliens were immobilized, completely at the humans' mercy. "Sir, it's finally complete," whispered the technician, awe in her voice. "Every ship controlled. Nothing can move." "Good," said the leader. "Now we end this, not with destruction, but with clarity. They must understand why they failed." Inside the alien command ship, the commander's glow dimmed. We cannot win. Humans. They are smarter, stronger, cleverer than we imagined." "Sir," another officer whispered. "What do we do now? Surrender?" The commander hesitated. Pride and anger battled fear and realization. Finally, he spoke quietly. "We have no choice. We yield." "For now, but we will return." The human leader nodded calmly. "Surrender is wise. It is also the lesson. Underestimation is dangerous. Do not forget this, and you will survive." Outside, the stars reflected in the alien hulls as the humans' dominance became undeniable. Every system immobilized, every weapon neutralized. The aliens could do nothing but comply. "Sir, they will remember this," said the technician. "They will fear humans forever." "Yes," the leader replied softly. "And that is the power of patience, planning, and intelligence. Strength alone does not decide a battle. The mind does." The alien commander, humbled yet defiant, sent a final communication. "Humans, you have proven superior. This time, learn from it," the leader replied. "And prepare. One day you may meet us again. But never assume weakness where none exists." The humans allowed the aliens to drift away slowly, alive but powerless. They had demonstrated total control without unnecessary destruction. Victory had been achieved through cunning, coordination, and calculated restraint. The technician looked at the leader, her voice quiet. "Sir, it feels like more than victory. It's a message." "Exactly," the leader said, eyes scanning. "The dark void. A message that humans cannot be underestimated. That cleverness, patience, and strategy can defeat even the strongest opponent." The alien fleet receded into the stars, battered and shaken, carrying fear and respect for the humans who had outsmarted them. Far away, they would regroup, rethink their plans, and prepare. But they would never again assume humanity's weakness. The human fleet moved silently, victorious but alert. The stars above remained cold and indifferent. But the humans had proven their strength, not through sheer numbers, but through patience, strategy, and intelligence. "Sir, what now?" asked the young technician softly. "Now," the leader replied, voice steady, "we remain vigilant, we prepare for the future. The galaxy is vast, and there will always be challenges. But today we taught a lesson they will never forget." The crew nodded, eyes fixed on the distant horizon. The trap had been complete, the lesson delivered, and the humans had proven that even in the vast void of space, cunning and teamwork could triumph over power and pride. And somewhere far away, the alien commander whispered, "Next time, we will be ready." But this was our warning.